Good morning, everybody. We're going to conclude the week of reviews with our look at the Graduate soundtrack, which was recorded in 1967 but released in 1968 by Columbia Records. And this is the soundtrack to the movie The Graduate, starring Dustin Hoffman and Anne Bancroft. And it features music from Simon and Garfunkel and Dave Grusin. And Dave Grusin provided the instrumental pieces on the soundtrack. And the Simon and Garfunkel songs that are featured on the soundtrack are mainly taken from, I believe, their albums Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme, and Bookends. And there are a couple. There is a couple versions of Mrs. Robinson on here. There are two versions. The first one, I think, was re-recorded, and I think it's just an kind of an instrumental version with some vocal passages. And the second version, I think, is the same version that was on Bookends. And as far as the other Simon and Garfunkel songs that are featured, they are, of course, The Sound of Silence from the, I believe it's the same version of The Sound of Silence that is on the Sound of Silence record. And another one from the Sound of Silence album, April Come She Will. And there are a couple versions of Scarborough Fair, one of which I think is an instrumental version, and the other one is an extended vocal version that's also included on here. But as far as the non-Simon and Garfunkel songs instrumentals go, the instrumentation is typical of, I think, of, movie music of that time, which again, was 1967. Actually, it kind of reminds me of another soundtrack to the movie, to the Beatles movie Help, because that one also had interstitial music as well. And actually, it also kind of reminds me of some of the music featured on the Odd Couple soundtrack, that atypical 1960s rock and roll, movie music. And so, I hope you enjoy this.